Welcome to the Night Shift, your safe space to talk about UFOs, UAPs, aliens, disclosure, and everything else your friends, family, and coworkers are so sick and tired of hearing about. It's okay. You can admit it. You got bit by the bug. Now you're 30 books deep into a rabbit hole with no end in sight. You're lost, confused, disoriented, fumbling in the dark with no facts or reliable information to guide you. That's all right. Nobody knows what's going on. Not really. I certainly don't. But it's fun, isn't it? We are in the business of blowing your mind here at the Night Shift, and business has never been better. Got a great show for you tonight. The National Archives and Records Administration, or NARA, for those of you who aren't in the know, has just gone live with its Unidentified Aerial Phenomena collection. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But before we do, I want to say a quick thank you to my subscribers, 973. That's the official number of new subscribers that have come on board Team Night Shift in just the last 30 days. Thank you. You guys are the reason I do this. It is awesome to know that so many people want to be a part of Team Night Shift. And a huge thank you to my members for financially supporting the channel. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but did you know the annual budget to produce this show is actually $32 million? That's what it costs. Yeah. Look at the set. It costs a lot of money to make this happen. The members make that possible, so thank you. If you're not already a subscriber and you're thinking about it, you're on the fence, hit that button. Let me just save you the time. Do it. The life you save could be your own. And if you're interested in supporting the work I do and seeing more Night Shift, consider becoming a member. It's awesome. We have a great member community, get into some cool conversations, and I'm trying to expand that more and more. The more members I have, the more I can do. And the more subscribers I have, the more I can do. So please consider subscribing, becoming a member, or don't. Just watch the channel. It's fun. We have a lot of fun over here. Okay, let's talk about aliens. Remember the Schumer Amendment? The big piece of legislation last year that was like the talk of the town, the Schumer Amendment. It was the baseball bat with nails sticking out of it and barbed wire wrapped around it to go after the military-industrial complex, crack some heads, get our hands on some UFOs, UAPs, retrieved crash material. We're going to find out where all this stuff is. Get in there, get our hands on it. Well, at the last minute, the military-industrial complex, as they are known to do from time to time, took a flamethrower to the Schumer Amendment and burned up about 20 pages. Unfortunately, it was the most important 20 pages. It was the 20 pages that let us actually go in and find out what was going on. All right. Win some, lose some, right? But one thing that did go through, that was left in, was a mandate for the National Archives and Records Administration to get copies of all the records that all federal agencies have on UAPs and UFOs. And that collection has just gone live today. And we're going to take a quick look at it. Here it is on the National Archives. Now, if you don't know what the National Archives is, the National Archives is like a gigantic library of all of the records that the federal government maintains. And it's paid for with your tax dollars. So as a taxpayer, you have access to the National Archives. And a big part of what the Schumer Amendment was trying to do was to create a panel of experts that would go into these special access programs and find out what the information was that they had, and then make that available to the National Archives. The idea being that at the end of this whole process, there would be a compendium available through the National Archives that we could all go to and access that would give us the answers that we're looking for. Quick sidebar here. If you want to do a deep dive into the Schumer Amendment and learn more about everything that went into this to make this possible, watch my interview with Danny Sheehan. It's outstanding, and he goes into some excellent detail about what it took to pull this off. I highly, highly recommend it. Here it is. You can take a look at the website here. I haven't gone all the way down this rabbit hole just yet, because this is still very new. This just broke this morning. So for your friends, family, and coworkers who don't think any of this is real, show them this website. says the National Archives and Records Administration, NARA, has established an unidentified anomalous phenomena records collection per sections 1841 through 1843 of the 2024 National Defense Authorization Act. Please explore the links below to find out more about records related to unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAPs, unidentified flying objects in NARA's holdings. All links to items in the National Archives catalog are downloadable and can be republished with attribution to the National Archives and Records Administration. And on October 15th, 2024, in accordance with the National Defense Authorization Act, fiscal year 24, all U.S. government agencies have been mandated to submit their UFO UAP materials to the National Archives. So just to give you an idea of some of the stuff that you can see here, and again, this is a very deep rabbit hole. I haven't had a chance to go all the way down into it yet, but this is from the Goddard Space Flight Center. Some great images. June 4th, 1964. Here's another one. Look at that. These are great shots. You can get these in JPEG and TIFF files. High res. Wow. Unbelievable. Great detail. This item was produced or created on June 4th, 1964. The creator compiled or maintained the parent series photographs relating to agency activities, facilities, and personnel between 1960 and 1991. Let's click on that. Where does that go? Photographs relating to agency activities, facilities, and personnel. Goddard Space Flight Center. This series consists of photographs taken or acquired by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's Goddard Space Flight Center. Wow, so that's legit. Subjects in this series include buildings and facilities, satellite development, space telescopes, unmanned scientific spacecraft development and missions, rocket launches, manned flight missions, VIP visits, NASA personnel, and construction of the center's main campus in Greenbelt, Maryland. In this whole description, which is 4 or 5 paragraphs long? 4 paragraphs long. They don't mention anything about these UFOs. Typical NASA. Oh, NASA. You guys always playing coy. Look at this one. So you'll notice this one is on its side. Now, according to some people, the craft has some kind of gravity field generator at the bottom of the disc, which allows it to manipulate the gravitational field around the craft. And when they turn sideways like this, they're actually flying forward. And on the craft, if you were on the craft, you would still feel like up is up and down is down. You wouldn't feel that sideways turn, but the craft itself would be sideways, flying sideways. Bob Lazar was the one who first discussed that. Amazing stuff here. Really, really amazing. Look at this detail here. Check it out. Wow. That's the thing with these photos. Every UFO photo, it's like there's just enough detail to see what it is, but not enough detail to see any detail. You know what I mean? Like, looks like windows around the edge of the craft. It looks like there's an upper disc, some kind of lower portion. And then on top of the upper disc, there's like another dome. Didn't Bill Nelson just go on a press conference a few months back and say they don't have any idea what any of this stuff is? Like they don't know anything about UFOs. It's all news to them. Did he not see these photos? He must not be aware. Look at that. There's the top. You can see it right there. So cool. So why is all this important? What difference does it make? There have been UFO photos around on the internet forever, right? It's important because this establishes an institutional data set that we can use to build on. And it shows that legislation has moved the needle on something, and it's made a difference. We now have an official collection of records from the National Archives. Someone called Neil deGrasse Tyson, get him on the phone, let him know so he can figure out what team he's on. This is huge. I certainly don't think we're going to get access to everything that's out there. I'm not naive, but it's a step. It's a start. We have some forward momentum now, and we can build on this. It's very exciting, and it signifies that when we all get behind it and we push our representatives to pass legislation on this, it happens and the legislation works. But I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video. And if you're not already a subscriber, consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything. It only takes a second. And it really does help out the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm going to see you on the next one. Until then, keep looking up.